I think that the breakdown of the Black American family is the single worst and most overwhelming problem we face today, bar none. Black women get married at half the rate of white women. They get divorced at twice the rate of white women. The family is, even as you move up in social class, is just simply fragmented, and it creates so many problems that it is the single force that collectively as a group keeps us down. It's just hard for that many. You look at the inner cities today, and it's hard. How do you overcome those kinds of problems that then manifest themselves in the education system and so forth? It's our greatest problem by far. We will claim, I think, quite wrongly, that racism is our big problem. That's what keeps us down, not remotely. I argue against that vociferously. Our problem is the decline of our family life. When I grew up, when I was growing up in the 50s and the 60s, the black family was still strong. Every kid in my neighborhood had a father. Remember, one family, the father died, and that was the only family. And then those children were watched out for by the rest of the community.
Huh.
And so they grew up too with a sense of family. It was a sacred idea. Boy, that's gone. And when that goes, then you face as a group, we really face despair. We need the focus on the family.
I appreciate that.
More than anything else, by far. It is.
Well, and we agree with that wholeheartedly because, we think that is the core issue for all of America, that the breakdown of the family is contributing in a great way to the social ills that we see. And in fact, even when I see the unrest and I watch it on the news, my first inclination is family breakdown and the fact that children, no matter what their race is, aren't learning the things they need to learn to conduct themselves wisely with respect in the culture, and that brings a whole set of circumstances to it. Let me get to some of the points that you've made in that terrific documentary that you've made, and I watched it just last night in full. And, there were so many amazing points that you made. But one thing you said I wanted to talk to you about is describing racism as a religion. What do you mean by that?
What I meant is we in Black America have created for ourselves what I call a victim-focused identity. And our victimization is who we are and what we bargain with the larger society out of that and so forth. And that is then therefore our power in American life is our victimization. But if you're going to be a victim, you have to have some great monolithic enemy that you're against that is victimizing you. And so we make we make racism into that sort of monolithic, almost a kind of a devil figure against which we define ourselves constantly, and so we make a religion out of it. We make a faith out of it. And if you don't agree that you're victimized, you're not Black. We say you're an Uncle Tom.
Right.
You're not true to your race. If you're Black, you must assert your victimization. It's a terrible irony that history's put us in,
What
where
do you
we
think?
actually don't realize it, but we're celebrating the very thing that has been our enemy all along.
Right.